Sagittarius, this is your reading for October. Well, I can only say this is going to be quite a big month for you because you start with the Fool and you end with the Wheel of Fortune. Your Fool card is telling you that you are going to start taking a brand new journey in life. And that journey is going to start very, very soon because the Fool is riding his horse here and horses don't hang around. And particularly on this picture, it's not going for a walk, it's going for a gallop. You need to start embracing changes coming with you. You need to leave certain things behind. And I know from doing your readings over the last few weeks and months that everything has been changing around you, and some of it totally and utterly out of your control, and maybe going an awful lot faster than you've anticipated. And maybe you've been trying to restrict it. Maybe you've been trying to slow it down. Maybe you don't want things to change so quickly because you're a bit frightened of what that change is going to entail. And what is that fear about? Because the universe is trying to tell you, hey, look, you've got an amazing path opening up for you. But why don't you want to take it? Because for all of us this month in October, we're going to be immersed in a massive change. Every single star sign, everyone around you, we're all having our heads bashed. And why is that happening? Because we've got planetary activity back with Capricorn again. Pluto has gone into the back of Capricorn. And I've done a video which I will link to at the end of this video where you can watch and understand and know what to do, because I've got some tips in there for exactly what you need to do to help yourself through this period. We're all getting bashed because we've all got to make some fundamental changes that we haven't made, that we should have made this time last year, but we were lazy and we didn't. Because we had our reasons, we had our excuses, we had our fears, we had our limitations. They've got to go. We've got to change. You have got to change. You are starting on a brand new journey. But also, if I don't read any of the cards in between, your last card here is the Wheel of Fortune. And guess what? Lady Luck is trying to help you. She is on your side. She wants this to happen. I'll put her away for a minute, because I've got a sneaky suspicion that you don't believe that maybe Lady Luck isn't on your side, that maybe things won't go well. What if? What if what? What if you might succeed? What if it's all an awful lot better than you ever envisaged? Or do you want to dance with negativity and go, oh, well, maybe I won't succeed at what I want to do. Or maybe this new project won't take off. Or maybe this new relationship isn't the right one for me. I mean, it just depends on how you're going to approach everything. But you know what I'm going to say if you've been watching me long enough. You are in charge of your own destiny. You can have whatever you want. So think positively about what you would like and how you would like it and why you would like it and what you really need on this next phase of your life. Because we're all being put in the quagmire at the moment through October, as it will become apparent in the video that you're going to watch after this video, that we've got to make some fundamental changes because everything is changing around us. And when this change starts coming into place around the mid-November and Pluto goes into the back of Aquarius, we're all getting the freedom that we want and need, but we've got to have plans, because if we don't have the plans, Pluto's going to give us another kicking. So make your positive plans, because you've got to have your plan, because you're starting your new journey forwards. Okay? And this is your journey. And I say that like that because your next card is the 5 of Wands. And maybe you're going to have friends, family, work colleagues going, oh, I wouldn't be doing that. One of my favourite sayings, but it's true. Well, of course they wouldn't be doing that because they're not you. They're them. And they've got limited beliefs. And they've got fears. And they've got insecurities. So they couldn't possibly understand why you would want to do something completely different. So there's going to be a crowd of us that are all going to move forwards with plans, and then there's going to be a whole load of them staying stuck, getting a good kicking. Because this plan is about the next 20 years. It's a massive chunk of your life. And this is your golden opportunity to get it right. So ignore what everybody says around you. Now sometimes that's difficult to do because we want to tell everybody what they want to hear. We want to people please. Don't do that, because that isolates you. And then you doubt what you want to do. You doubt your plan. Is it right? Is it wrong? You've now got to have total and utter belief in yourself. Believe in you. Believe in your concept. You don't need to shout from the rooftops about what you're doing. You don't need to tell anybody, actually, your plans. Because, actually, the people who succeed are the ones who get on and do it. Ever so quietly, very anonymously, they get on and do it. Because we don't need to be egotistical, going, I'm doing this amazing stuff, look at me. And we're very much in a look at me time. The Instagrams, the bling. No, you can just quietly make your changes and slowly put out the information if you're having to put yourself out all over social media. Wherever your business is, your business being you or your business actually being your business, you can just quietly go about your business. You don't need to tell all these whinging minis down here what you're doing. You can just get on and do it. And if they say to you you've changed, you go, yep, they're right, I've changed. I had to change. It was long overdue and I'm doing really well now and I'm super proud of myself. I don't need you to tell me you're super proud of me. I'm super proud of myself. I don't need a good enough badge from you because actually you have no comprehension as to what I'm doing and how and why I'm doing it because you're not me. So ultimately, stand up for yourself, stand up for your beliefs and know exactly which direction you're going in, because your next card is the Four of Wands and the universe is saying we can bring you joy. We can bring you happiness. We can bring you contentment. We can bring you everything. Celebration is really the key word of this card. We can bring you celebration because that is enough. But also we've got 4 wands here, and those 4 wands are bringing 4 levels of creativity for you. 4 different ways of doing things. But the number 4 in numerology also stands for stability and process. And that's very, very important because as we're starting this new path, and particularly for you because you've got the Fool starting your reading, we need to go one step at a time. That is stability and process. Because on one step we can learn everything that we need to go on to the next step. And I get many people saying, oh, well, I don't want to change anything because I might fail. Well, do you know what? Step 3 may be that you need to learn a little bit of a lesson. And that lesson may help you make an adjustment, reposition yourself, because you're going to understand your motives. And then you can proceed on to the next step, making sure that you don't repeat the pattern. And the story of the Fool is that he's been round the world several times, but it's only the Fool who repeats the same mistakes. Don't be the fool in that way. Be the smart monkey who learns the lessons. And like I already said about the Fool card, don't bring your old lessons with you. Don't bring your mistakes with you. Bring the results with you so that you can move forwards. And so you can have the stability and the process. And here we have the castle in this picture. And this castle is you. And if you have stability and process, one step at a time, you can cross the bridge and allow all your old problems to flow away in the river, because the river only flows in one direction, and that's always away from us to the big ocean. And then you can go back to your castle where you're strong, where you're impenetrable, because you know in that strength exactly what you are doing for you. You know what you need to do. You know what you need. That's the end of the conversation, really. So allow yourself to be strong. Allow yourself to go one step at a time, because it's heading in a new direction that's going to give you the strength and the security that you've been wanting for a long time. And then the 6 of Pentacles comes in. You can allow everything to come to you. And whilst this is a money card, and whilst its keyword is inheritance, it's also about learning to receive all the good things, because money is also our giving energy. And in this is a message to you. Drop the swords. Stop being so defensive. Understand exactly what you need to receive. What do you need to allow to come towards you? Because as a Sagittarian, you're known as an ice maiden, supremely cold on the outside. In fact, so cold, we wonder if you've got any warmth deep inside you. But I know you've got passion deep inside you. So know what you need to receive, what you now need to allow to come towards you. And because it's the card of inheritance and it's about money, stop giving everybody so much airtime. Stop giving to everybody. Stop doing to everyone. Start asking, could you help me? Can you do this? Could you do that? Learn to delegate. And if people can't help or delegate and respond to your delegation, then it tells you all about them. And you can just get on and do for you. So this is a time where you're going to start receiving an awful lot more than you've ever had in your life, because you're actually going to allow it to come to you. And then you can just say thank you. You don't need to do anything else. Just say thank you and return to doing what you need to do for you. Because your King of Wands here says that you can be your next great creative project. Being a fire sign, you definitely can be your next creative project. And the King of Wands here in his red robes, wow, we've got passion, we've got desire, we've got everything going on that's wonderful. It's romance at its best. But in a general reading, you can still have romance, because you can enjoy and love everything that you are creating. And even if this is a new project, you can fall in love with your new project. Or even if the new project is you, you can fall in love with you. Hey, what's wrong with that? Because actually, most of us don't love ourselves. And we've got to love ourselves in order to receive love and in order to be able to give love. And if that falls somewhere within you, and if that resonates, learn to love you so that you're in the right position to love someone else. And that could be your greatest project that's happening around you right now. You reinventing yourself and really liking what you are creating. I'm going to stick with that because I really like that, because it embodies you as a fire sign. It embodies Sagittarius, because like I've said, you're known as the Ice Maiden, but actually deep inside there's plenty of fire and there's plenty of passion. But sometimes it gets misconstrued and it looks like anger and it looks like fierceness. Allow it to be all the wonderful things, because it's going to hold you in good stead. Because like I said to you right at the beginning, your last card is the Wheel of Fortune. And Lady Luck here is really trying to make your life nicely balanced for you. On a wheel, when we spin it, we've got highs and lows, but we've also got midpoints. And these midpoints get ignored because we all get caught up in the mega highs, but then we don't realise that on the way down to the mega low, we can get out. That mega low is telling you that you can embrace the sadness, the darkness, the bad bits that you don't want to learn about. Or you could go back up to the other midpoint where you could get out again. And then you don't do that, so you sail away back up to the high point because life's great again. So that wheel keeps spinning. So on the two midpoints, there's a road out, but that road is also wonderfully balanced, wonderfully harmonized, and you can just teeter either side of the midline rather than being high and mega low. So choose wisely as to how you want to do things, because I suspect with this card coming in here that actually your life has been mega highs and mega lows for a long time, and maybe on the start of your new journey ahead with the Fool card, that is what you need to change. You need to bring balance and harmony and that deep sense of passion from the King of Wands into your life, and allow yourself to move forwards in the direction that you've been wanting to do for such a long time. And Lady Luck will help you along the way. Do this month properly and everything will work out just nicely for you. If you're liking my content, please like and subscribe to my videos. It means a lot to me and I love to have your engagement. And if you've got any questions or need to know anything, just pop me a comment.